Commandant is arriving, ladies and gentlemen. Commandant of the Grenada Cadet Force, ladies and gentlemen, Major Charles George. You will now be given a general salute. Now await the arrival of our Honorable Prime Minister. Ladies and gentlemen, the arrival of our Prime Minister. Ladies and gentlemen, our Prime Minister, the Honorable Tillman Thomas. Prime Minister will go to the dais and he will be given a general salute. Ladies and gentlemen, our Prime Minister. We now await the arrival of our Head of State, His Excellency the Governor General. Ladies and gentlemen, here, our Head of State. Ladies and gentlemen, Head of State, His Excellency the Governor General Sir Carlisle Green. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand. In the general salute, we will be having the playing of our national anthem. Please stand. Parade Commander will now invite His Excellency the Governor General to inspect the parade. The inspection party will comprise our Governor General, the Parade Commander, Major Charles George, Governor General's ADC, and the Commandant. Governor General, ladies and gentlemen, will be inspecting from front to rear. He will inspect the armed units first, and then go down to the unarmed units and inspect the front ranks of all the unarmed units. Again, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to thank all the parents and guardians who have supported their children in the Cadet Corps and the sacrifices that have been made. We say thank you on behalf of the Commandant and all of the officers in the Grenadier Cadet Corps. Ladies and gentlemen, our Cadet Corps, when it was revived 2 years ago, we got the assistance of the Trinidad Cadet Force, the Jamaica Cadet Force, and without them, ladies and gentlemen, what you're seeing in front of you today in terms of the Grenadier Cadet Corps would not have been possible. They gave us their unwavering and unstinting support. And we want to say a very big thank you to the commanders of the Trinidad Cadet Force, the Jamaica Cadet Force, Barbados Cadet Force, and all the rest of the cadet forces in the region that have assisted in getting the Grenadier Cadet Force back on its feet again. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to again express our thanks to the Commissioner of Police and the members of the Royal Grenada Police Force who gives us invaluable assistance, as well as the Permanent Secretary and members of the Ministry of National Security.